Hello friends, welcome to the Bharat Darshan series. We have started our journey from Jammu and Kashmir. Then we ventured into Himachal Pradesh, Uttarakhand, and since last lecture, we are in Northeast India. We have started our journey from the Sikkim state. So we are in Eastern Himalayas. So these are the three parts of the Eastern Himalayas, the Darjeeling and the Sikkim Himalaya, the Arunachal Himalaya, and the Eastern Hills and Mountains. First, we saw the political map of Northeast India. Then we saw the physical map of Northeast India. And then we started our journey from the Sikkim by looking at the important features of the Sikkim. A slight update over here. These names of the state districts in the Sikkim, they have been changed. So the new names are not that important, and two new districts are added. So currently there are six districts in Sikkim. Then we saw the important features, highest peak, important passes, rivers, glaciers, lakes. We talked in detail about Kanchenjunga from exam perspective. Then we saw some of the reasons why this Darjeeling and Sikkim Himalaya is famous for the tea plantation. Then we saw some valleys, some tribes, and then we stopped over here by looking at the red panda. Now let us begin. Let us move further. Let us move towards eastward. So the Arunachal Himalaya is present in the state of Arunachal Pradesh. If you see the borders of the Arunachal Himalaya, it is from the Bhutan Himalayas to the Difu Pass. So this is the easternmost pass of India, Difu Pass. So this entire region from Bhutan Himalaya to the Difu Pass, this region is covered under the Arunachal Himalaya. So what are the important features? Let's talk about it. There are two important peaks, Kangto and Namcha Barwa. What is the significance of Namcha Barwa? So Namcha Barwa is the peak from where the river Brahmaputra takes a U-turn and then it enters India through Arunachal Pradesh. Then there are some important hills, Dafla Hills, Miri, Abor, and Mishmi. So UPSC can ask you the sequence from west to east. So from west side, this is Dafla Hills, then this is Miri Hills, then this is Abor Hills, and this is Mishmi Hills. So from west to east, simple. The sequence they can ask you, you can revise. So this is Dafla Hills, then this is Miri Hills, then this is Abor Hills, and the last, the easternmost among these four important hills is what? Mishmi Hills. And these names are derived from the tribes inhabiting that hill. So these are also the tribes. These are also the names of the hills present in the Arunachal Pradesh. Next, we have important passes. So what question you can expect from this section? UPSC will just ask you to match the important passes with the respective states. So just remember the Bomdila Pass, the Bumla, the Sela, Tunga Pass, Difu Pass, and Chaukan Pass. They are present in the Arunachal Himalaya. What is the significance of Bomdila? So if you want to go to Tawang, so Tawang is a Buddhist monastery. It's very famous for the Buddhist monastery. In fact, Tawang is the largest Buddhist monastery in India. We will see some pictures of the Tawang monastery. So currently, just see, if you want to go to Tawang from Assam, so you will pass through the Bomdila Pass. Then from Bumla Pass, if you want to go to Bhutan from Arunachal Pradesh, you will pass through Bumla. And Difu Pass, we just saw that is present in the easternmost section. So this is Difu Pass. Then over here, somewhere here, that is Bomdila Pass. Over here, somewhere here, we have Bumla Pass. Then over here, this is Chaukan Pass. Then over here, somewhere here, we have Se Pass. So location is not important. Locations are generally asked in the geography optional mains paper. So that is not for our prelim section. So just remember the important passes and the associated Himalayas, that is Arunachal Himalaya in this case. So this is a rough map of the Arunachal Pradesh. Then about protected areas, because the Arunachal Himalaya is very rich in the biodiversity. In first lecture, we have seen the important reasons why this region is has more biodiversity than the Western Himalayas. So let us see the tiger reserves, important tiger reserves. So first is what? Pakke Tiger Reserve. It's also called as Pakhoi. Then it is Namdapha Tiger Reserve. Then we have Kamlang Tiger Reserve between Assam and Arunachal Pradesh. Then about biosphere reserves. So there are two biosphere reserves. One is Dihang Dibang Biosphere Reserve, and second one is Dibru Saikhowa Biosphere Reserve. About Dihang Dibang, these are basically rivers, and between that Doab, we have this biosphere reserve. And the national park, there are some national parks like Mauling National Park, Nameri National Park, and we also have one wildlife sanctuary, Eagle Nest Wildlife Sanctuary. So these are the important protected areas present in the Arunachal Himalaya. Next, these are the important tribes: Adi tribes, Galo tribes, Eka tribes, Apatani, Nishi, Tagins, Bori, and the Bokar. Among these, the UPSC has already asked a question on the Apatani tribes. Apatani tribes are included in the PVTG. PVTG means what? Particularly vulnerable tribal group. We'll talk in detail about it in our next sessions. So currently, just remember these are the important tribes present in the Arunachal Pradesh. Now, this is a picture of clouded leopard, and this picture reminds me that the Arunachal Pradesh is the only state in India where you can find four big cats. Arunachal Pradesh has tigers in it, it has snow leopard, then it has clouded leopards, right? And it has normal leopard also. So these are the four big cats present in the Arunachal Pradesh. Next, let us talk about the Brahmaputra River. So that's all about the Arunachal Himalaya. The uh, political features, I think we have already talked about in the our last lecture. So let us talk about Brahmaputra River now. So Brahmaputra River, it originates near the Mansarovar Lake. There is a glacier called as Chemayungdu Glacier. So it has its origin in the Chemayungdu Glacier, which is present in the Tibet near Mansarovar, near Kailas mountain ranges, and the total length is what? 3,880 kilometers. So Brahmaputra is one of the largest rivers in world. Then we have National Waterway 2. So National Waterway 2 is on the Brahmaputra River. Now the first line is what? Sangpo, Dihang, Brahmaputra, Jamuna, and Meghna. So what is this? So these are the names of a same river. Brahmaputra River in Meghalaya, in Tibet, it is called as Sangpo River. So this is the rough outline of this river. So this is what? Sangpo River. Sangpo, Brahmaputra is called Sangpo in Tibet region. So it just take U-turn from the Namcha Barwa peak and it enters Arunachal Pradesh. So when it enters Arunachal Pradesh, this river is called as Dihang River. Dihang or Siang River. Dihang or Siang River. In Arunachal Pradesh, the two important tributaries, two left bank tributaries of Brahmaputra are Lohit River, and over here this is what? Dibang River, Dibang or Sikang River. So this is what? Dibang or Sikang River, and this combined flow formed by the Dihang River, Dibang River, and the Lohit River, then enters Assam, and from here, from Assam, this river is known as Brahmaputra River. Right? I hope the sequence is clear. Then at Dhubri, so there is a town over here in Assam where the river enters Bangladesh, and then the river in Bangladesh is known as Yamuna. So river is Brahmaputra, name is different. It is called as what? Yamuna or Jamuna. Then in Bangladesh, it meets Ganga River. Then together the stream is called as what? Meghna. They make a confluence in Bangladesh. Which river? Ganga River and Brahmaputra River, and they together the combined flow is called as what? Meghna River, and then it discharges itself into the Bay of Bengal. So this is what? Bay of Bengal. So I hope the sequence is clear. The names are clear. In Tibet, it is called as Sangpo. In Arunachal Pradesh, it is called as Dihang or Sikang. From Assam, in Assam, it is called as Brahmaputra River. After entering Bangladesh, it is called as Yamuna or Jamuna River. And after making confluence with the Ganga or Padma River, it is called as what? Meghna River. So I hope the different names are clear. So next slide is about tributaries. So tributaries are also important. important tributaries are what? Kameng, Subansiri, Dhansiri, Dihang, Dibang, Lohit, and Tirap. Let us see the rough map. So we just talked about this river, right? Dibang River, it is Lohit River, and this is the mainstream flow of the Brahmaputra River. So these three rivers form what? Brahmaputra flow. So the left bank tributaries are Burhi Diyang. Then from south direction, there is Dhansiri River. From north direction, Subansiri is there. From Bhutan, there is Sankosh River, Manas River, right? So these are the important river. Manas is also a national park. Royal Manas National Park in Bhutan and Manas National Park in Assam. So Manas is the important river which flows from the Bhutan state, Bhutan, and it enters the Assam. So this is what right bank tributary of river Brahmaputra. Then this is Tista River. Tista River we have seen in the Sikkim Himalayas. The Tista River is a tributary of Brahmaputra and it joins Brahmaputra in Bangladesh. Then the other important rivers are what? Kameng and the Lohit River and the Tirap River. So I hope this map is clear to you. Next, let us talk about some of the important features of the Brahmaputra. So this is what Majuli Island. Majuli Island is the largest riverine island on the river Brahmaputra. And why this largest island is formed in the Brahmaputra? Because Brahmaputra is one of the largest sediment carrying river in the world. Why? Because it traverses, the distance is long, 3,880 kilometers, and it travels from what? Himalayas. So Majuli Island, largest island, is formed in the Assam. Next, Bhupen Hazarika Bridge. So what is the feature of Bhupen Hazarika Bridge? So Bhupen Hazarika Bridge is also called as what? Dhola Sadia Bridge. So Dhola and Sadia are the two towns in the Assam, and Bhupen Hazarika Bridge, it connects Assam to the Arunachal Pradesh. So where it is present, it is exactly present on the Lohit. Somewhere over here, Bhupen Hazarika Bridge is there, and its length is 9 kilometer. Its length is 9 kilometer. It's present exactly on the Lohit River. It is also called as what? Dhola Sadia, because it connects the two towns of Dhola and Sadia. So just remember this important fact, Bhupen Hazarika Bridge. Then there is Dibang River Bridge also. So this bridge is the second longest bridge in India, that you can remember. Then there is Bogeybill Bridge on Brahmaputra. So what is the highlight of this bridge? So Bogeybill Bridge is the second longest bridge in Asia and longest rail cum road. Rail cum road means both railways and your roadways passes through this bridge. So this is what? Rail cum road bridge. This is the largest rail cum road bridge in India and longest, second longest in Asia. Next, this is what? Tawang Monastery. Tawang Monastery, I just talked about it. It is the largest Buddhist monastery in the world, Tawang Monastery, and you can reach this monastery from the Bomdila Pass. Then one point I missed over here, these rivers, just we saw in the first lecture, the Arunachal Himalaya is what? It's somewhat narrower than the Western Himalayas. So rivers over here, they flow very swift. The slope is very steep. So Arunachal Himalaya has the highest hydroelectric power potential in India. So this fact also you should remember. UPSC can ask you. And one more fact is that the Arunachal Himalaya is having almost all types of forest, from alpine forest, temperate forest to deciduous forest, and it also has what? Evergreen forest also, dry evergreen and wet evergreen. So these are the important features about the Arunachal Himalaya and about Brahmaputra. So I hope let us end the lecture, and I hope you like the lecture. So stay tuned for our next lecture where we will talk about the Purvanchal and we will just see the some of the questions over Eastern Himalayas. Thank you.